Your first program in R, made simple with VS Code. Hey there, today, I'll walk you through creating your very first program in R using Visual Studio Code, also known as VS Code. Don't worry if you're completely new to coding, by the end of this, you'll have run your first piece of code. Let's get started. So, you might wonder, why use VS Code for R? Well, VS Code is a very popular, free tool that lets you write and run code in many different programming languages. It's like a one-stop shop for coding, and with a few clicks, we can set it up to work with R, the language used for data and statistics. First things first, we need VS Code on your computer. Head over to the website code.visualstudio.com, click Download, and follow the instructions to install it. It's free and works on Windows, Mac, and Linux, so no worries about compatibility. Next, we need to install R itself. Go to rproject.org and download the latest version for your operating system. This is the actual programming language we'll be using to write our first code. Now that we have VS Code and R, let's get them to work together. Open VS Code. Look for the extensions icon on the left sidebar. It looks like a square with a gap, and search for R. Install the R extension by Yuki Ueda. This will allow us to write and run R code right in VS Code. Easy, right? Alright, now let's create our first R file. In VS Code, click on File, in the top left corner, then choose New File. Save it as hello_world, R. The R file extension just tells VS Code that this is an R file. Let's write our first line of code. In the new file, type this, print, hello, world. This line of code tells R to print the words hello, world. On the screen, this is a traditional first step for coding in any language, kind of like saying hello to programming. Now for the fun part, running your code. In VS Code, open the command palette by pressing Ctrl+Shift+P on Windows or CMD+Shift+P on Mac. In the search box that appears, type Run Selection in R and hit Enter. And voila, you should see hello, world, appear in the terminal at the bottom of the screen. Congrats, you just ran your first program. Now, let's try a little experiment. Change the text inside the quotation marks to anything you want, like print, coding is fun. Then, run it again to see your new message. Coding is all about experimenting and trying new things. Let's do a simple calculation in R. Type this below your previous code. Print, 2 + 2. This line tells R to add 2 + 2 and show the answer. Run the code the same way, and you should see the answer pop up in the terminal. R isn't just for text, it can do math too. And that's it, you've written and run your very first R program using VS Code. You've learned how to print a message, change it, and even do a quick calculation. You're officially a coder now. How awesome is that? Thanks for joining. Coding is all about exploring and having fun, so don't be afraid to try new things. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more beginner-friendly tutorials. See you next time.